I think it's an honorable thing to do. And, you know, most people that I know like to do the honorable thing.
My oldest brother, Ronnie, had joined up for the Marine Corps. My brother, Joe, had joined up for the Navy. And, of course, I had to join the Army.
I always came with that. This is bigger than you. Why don't you do something? I challenge you to do something bigger than you.
After we were attacked, every Marine, wherever he was, stepped up and said, it's time.
Why is he doing that? I mean, he can go to college, doesn't have to go, this and that. And my dad just had a quizzical look on his face like, why wouldn't he go?
What are epic and historical films? Tori.
Films that recreate historical events, war, Bible story.
And who are some famous directors that have brought us the most memorable of the epic and historical films?
DeMille was a big one. Spielberg, Cameron, Stone.
I'll see you in class, all
Tori, is that you?
Yeah.
How was your day?
It was pretty good. There's a film festival I might go to this weekend.
Oh. Your father will be coming home for dinner tonight. His lecture was cancelled again.
This came for him.
Tori, your mother and I would like to speak to you.
Okay. What's up? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing's wrong. In fact, it's very good news.
A relief in a lot of ways.
What?
So you know how my ethnobotany grant has been in jeopardy of being renewed.
Which your father and I fully accepted.
Okay, I'll bottom line it. Harperella's an endangered plant, and there's an opportunity to preserve it. And
what your father is trying to say, Tori, is we're moving to West Virginia.
Moving? Why?
Well, we just told you, Tori, my grant here has ended, and I've been offered a fellowship at a great university there, and it's an opportunity to do some research that will preserve an endangered plant.
Who cares about some plant, Dad?
Tori, your father could save Barbarella.
Harperella.
Harperella. And this could turn into a tenured position. It's an amazing opportunity.
But what about my opportunities, Mom? I have school. I have my friends here. That you could go, Mom, and I could stay here. Mom, you have your business.
I can have my hypnotherapy practice anywhere. I know that this is a shock, love, but you'll get used to the idea. You will get used to the idea. You will get used to the idea.
Stop it! What about the Summer Film Academy?
You mean the same Summer Film Academy that you've been talking about the last 2 years?
I was gonna apply this year. I was.
Look, I'll make a deal with you. You apply and get in, you can go. But right now, the decision has been made.
So that's it. I don't have any say.
Don't worry. He'll come around. He will come around. He will come around.
Nice try.
You gotta be kidding me. No internet?
Good morning. Today's lunch menu is Sloppy Joe on bun, stewed tomatoes, peaches, and milk. If you lost a retainer, please see Miss Kinzer in the health room. The men's bathroom on the 3rd floor will be closed until further notice. As a reminder, please do not flush paper towels, retainers, or other items down the toilet. After school, the cheerleaders will be having a candy bar sale to benefit the Diabetes Foundation. Mr. Sullivan's grandmother passed away last night. Keep him and his family in your prayers. Now it's time for our Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What were you trying to prove back there? You think you're better than us?
I have class.
It's a coconut curry tofu and saffron quinoa.
Looks absolutely wonderful. Come on, Tori. Dig in.
Well, I think I have my first client here. The aerobics instructor at the Y is desperately trying to quit smoking, and she's very open to hypnosis.
That's great. I have some good news, too. The dean says as soon as the weather breaks, I can take the students to a field trip to some Harparella locations across the state. Well, Dora, anything new or exciting happen?
No.
Oh, come now, there must be something. You haven't said a word about school.
There's nothing to say.
Tor, I know this whole move has been a bit of an adjustment.
An adjustment? You have no idea.
You're right. We haven't the faintest idea. Because you won't tell us a thing.
I'm going out.
But you barely touched your quinoa.
What are you going to do?
Nothing. And that's not a lie. Because there is absolutely nothing to do in this town.
Let Lee needs to work this out on his own.
This place sucks. What? Thought the statue was talking?
I don't know what to think anymore.
Yeah, well, stick around here long enough and everyone will tell you what to think. Carl.
Tori.
I've seen you in school. You're new. Where'd you come from?
New York City.
Oh, man, you must be dying of boredom.
Pretty much. So what do you guys do around here for fun?
Well, if you're not into tackling, racing, or shooting things, kind of out of luck. That's why I make my own fun.
What do you do with those?
Starting to be a chef. What do you think? Oh, awesome! Right in the face! Here. Let him have it.
Young man, do you know that you have defaced the statue of the spirit of the American doughboy? A symbol of World War I, the war that was to end all wars. Such disrespect. All right then, Mr. Victor Zachary Hederman II. For the crime of defacing a revered American landmark, I sentenced you to a fine of $300 and perform 50 hours of community service at the Mountain State Veterans Home.
A veterans home?
Excuse me, Your Honor, but my wife, son, and I, we're pacifists, and we don't believe in violence or killing of any kind.
I didn't sentence the boy to kill anyone. I sentenced him to clean a couple of toilets.
Well, I know that, Your Honor, but what those things represent
Your
are...
Honor, you wouldn't assign a vegetarian to perform 50 hours of service at a slaughterhouse, would you?
No. I'd assign him 100 hours. Let the sentence stand at 100.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm here to see some woman, Ann Townsell.
Annie. I figured. Come with me.
Joey thought the world of you guys. I know. I was here the day your father moved in, and I understand your concern.
Annie's in there. What's your name?
Tori.
Tori, I'm Al. Oh, it's okay. We can wait. See you, kid.
Yeah, well, we're not giving up without a fight. We're still exploring other funding options. Thank you. Okay. All right, bye. You don't happen to have $250,000 on you?
No.
Had to ask. You must be Victor Hederman II.
People call me Tori.
I'm Ann Townsell, director of the VA. People call me Annie. So, Tori, seems you got yourself into a little bit of trouble. Throwing an egg at the American Doughboy statue in the city park. Wow. Are you kids still egging things? Have you ever been in a veterans home before?
No.
Well, here at Mountain State, we serve individuals from all branches of the military. For a little while longer, anyway. We're scheduled to close at the end of the fiscal year. Our financial support has been on a steady decline. Excuse me 1 second. Mitch?
Should have wheeled the other. Yes, Sergeant Annie.
You know I'm not a sergeant.
You did a darn good impression of one.
Dr. Hoffman called.
That was today. I thought I wrote it down.
Be there next time.
Roger that, Sergeant.
Sorry about that. So, has anyone in your family ever been in the military?
No.
Okay. Here's how it's going to work. You stop in here every day to get your assignment. Now, I like my volunteers to be involved in activities that interest them, so how do you feel about manual labor? Construction, painting?
Okay.
Well, or you could organize activities, you know, games for the residents, things like that.
Sure.
Or we can have you dress up like a circus clown and ride a unicycle up and down the hallway while juggling torches of fire. You know, Tori, you really need to lighten up.
Hey,
What are you doing? Shutting out the world?
that lady said that I could listen to music while I work.
That lady? That lady's name is Annie. She's very special. Annie, okay? What are you listening to?
Don't.
Whoa! What are they screaming about?
Can I have my music back?
What?
My music. Can I?
Oh, this is music. I got
Yeah,
you. Sure,
thank you.
sure. No, I've had enough of that.
Is there anything you want?
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, where are my manners? My name is Joe, and I'm really happy to meet you. Really happy.
Meet me?
Yes. You're a local celebrity around here. Didn't you know that? Let me show you something. No, here, come here. Look, watch this. Look at that. Here. Right here. Teen sentenced for egging doughboy statue. Could you autograph this for me? Is that possible?
I didn't egg that statue.
You didn't? What, you just happened to be, standing there when this bird flew over and dropped an egg at the exact same time that the police showed up? Boy, that's just your luck, isn't it, Doughboy? You mind if I call you Doughboy?
Do what you want. I don't care.
Wait. You don't feel guilty about this at all?
I told you I didn't do it. And even if I did, what's the big deal? It's just some old statue.
That happens to represent the sacrifice of a young man who left home and went off to some foreign land and fought for their country and fought for you.
I didn't ask anyone to do anything for me.
Still, they did. They did. Oh, I got a good one. Do you know how the soldiers got their name Doughboys?
No, not really.
Well, this is your lucky day. So now I'm going to tell you. All right, this goes way back to the Mexican, American War, huh? Where the American soldiers got this, dust on their uniform, and they called them Adobe Boys. And then through the years, time and everything else, they got shortened to Dough Boys.
Is this little history lesson almost over because I need to get back to work?
I'm detecting a real attitude problem with you. You know that?
I'm just keeping it real.
Just keeping it real. Well, good. That's good. I like that. Keeping it real. Yep. Well, anyway, I just thought you'd want to know a little something about the, the history of that statue that you defaced. From one doughboy to another.
What's wrong with you, man?
I'm just keeping it real, kid. I'm just keeping it real. Huh? Boy, now you've really got a mess to clean up. And I wouldn't bother going to Annie. No, who's she going to believe? Me or some guy like you who defaces national monuments? See you around, doughboy.
Here comes Star Spangled Barbie.
Nice shirt.
Hi, Carol. Hi, Denise. Still shopping retail and supporting corrupt overseas governments, I see. Good luck with that.
Why haven't you been returning my texts?
Sorry, my phone died.
Hey, Tor. Thanks for tagging along. I really appreciate it.
Well, until we're online at home, this is the only place I can get an internet connection.
I'll be over in Special Collections if you need me, okay?
Dad.
What? Oh. All right. Library, gotta be cool. Tor, did you realize that Harper umbrella can be found in bogs where the temperature can fluctuate as much?
That's awesome. I'm leaving.
Well, just give me 10 minutes and we can head out.
No. You can stay. It's not what you think.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's exactly what I think.
I know you. Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you're from the Veterans Home, right?
Right. But I was thinking about earlier at the library. And then at the flower shop. And then at the cemetery, which I thought was really coincidental. So I wondered how far you'd go with this.
Wow. Busted.
So, do you want to know my name, or is that part of this little game you're playing?
No. A name would be good.
I'm Jill. And yours? You know, for the restraining order?
It's Tori.
That's a girl's name.
Well, it's short for Victor.
No, I like it. It's different. I once knew a girl named Dwayne who lived in our neighborhood, but her cat got rabies, so she moved. Well, Tori, you're my first official stalker, so I don't really know what's appropriate. How about you buy me lunch? They have the best burgers here. You sure you don't want some?
No, thanks. So how long have you been singing?
I don't know, like forever. My dad used to sing to me, so I got my talent from him. So what do you do?
What do you mean?
I mean, what do you do? I sing and you...
Oh, I'm a filmmaker.
Really? What kind of films do you make?
I haven't made any.
And how can you be a filmmaker?
It's a little bit more complicated than that.
If you want to be a filmmaker, just pick up a camera and do it. Anyone who doesn't try is just afraid of failing.
I'm not afraid of failing. In fact, I'm going to a summer film academy in New York. That's where I grew up.
You lived in New York? Were you there for 9/11?
Yeah, we only lived a couple blocks away.
What was it like?
I don't remember it.
How do you not remember it? 9/11 is like the Pearl Harbor of our generation. You have to have a story, everyone does. Okay, my dad was home that morning, and he was so afraid, and it made me scared. And he ended up holding me all day long. So even though I was afraid, I felt safe. Weird, huh?
I don't have a story like that.
What a shame. Now you're gonna have to buy me a peanut butter donut. No, just yell it out. That's what they do here.
I don't yell.
I know. That's why I want you to. Go ahead. Peanut butter.
A peanut butter donut?
That was just fun to watch. So why haven't I seen you around school?
I've seen you.
Well, of course you have. You're my stalker.
I saw you with that jock. Is he your boyfriend?
Bruce? Hardly. He took me to a sports banquet, like, forever ago, like in 9th grade. But he's definitely not my boyfriend.
Thanks.
So aren't you going to ask me who I was visiting in the cemetery?
It's not my business.
A stalker who respects privacy. I like that. I'll tell you anyway. It was my dad. He was killed in Afghanistan.
Oh. So that's why you're all...
No, don't do that.
What?
The way you said, oh, like you've got me all figured out. Poor little girl who sings to the troops to express her pain because her dad died in Afghanistan. I'm much more complicated than that.
I didn't mean that.
I know.
Does being around those vets every day, does that make you angry because of what happened to your father?
Angry? No, it makes me grateful. I'm stuffed. I think I'm gonna take this donut home to Nana. I'll need a to-go box. Yell out for one.
I need a to-go box? Hey, wow. That is one bright vest.
Gotta show school spirit.
Well, it certainly shows. You could probably see it from space.
Thanks. Nana loved the donut.
Glad to hear that.
So you going to the Veterans Home later?
Kinda have to.
Right. Bye.
Hey. Today's game day. You're all supposed to wear red on game day.
Get right on that.
Over hill, over dale, we will hit the dusty trail. As those caissons go rolling along. Up and down, in and out, counter march.
I have some potential donors coming in this week, and I'm hoping once they see this place, they will love us and then open their checkbooks. And I want everything looking stellar. And this wall has been bugging me. So, give it a fresh coat. Make it pretty.
Hey there, doughboy. Need any help?
No thanks, man.
Just checking. No. She's a real cutie pie. Uh-huh. A little out of your league, I would say. I mean, her blood runs red, white, and blue, and yours is the color of... What color is ice water? What would it...
Look, I get it. Everyone in this town, you, Annie, they're all patriotic. Everyone's patriotic except me. You know what? I don't care. You know, fight, don't fight. Say the pledge, don't say the pledge. Just leave me out of it.
See, when you say things like that, you just don't get it. Come here. Come here. I'm gonna point some boys out to you now. Over there, that's Tony. POW. Shot down in Korea in '53. Now, he's happy. No complaints. Right there, that's Jim. Yeah, saved more lives in Vietnam than you can count. Then he comes back here, no fanfare whatsoever, nothing, no thank yous, no... Outside of his immediate family. That's my favorite right there. That's Chief Bill. 24 years of service. Navy. Bubbleheads, subs, Nautilus, skipjack, skate. That guy never misses the opportunity to just raise his glass and salute the boats. You really don't care about any of this, do you?
None of this has anything to do with me. They've lived their lives. That's their lives. This is my life, and today, right now, I'm painting a wall.
Paint a wall. Okay, let's paint a wall. Hand me a brush. I said, hand me a brush, soldier. You know what, kid? Eventually, you're gonna have to stand for something. Or you're just gonna fall for anything.
Stand for something. All for anything. So you write bumper stickers too. That's cute.
Cute.
That's cute.
It's cute. You think you're so clever. You can't outwit me, boy. No, sir. Because I am smarter, and I am quicker, and I always win. Hey, no boy. Are you kidding me? Come on, man!
Tori, you absolutely cannot do anything like that again.
I didn't even do that.
Look! Before I started working here, I had some pretty strong views about the world. But I've grown a real heart for these veterans. I never got married. Never had kids. So this place, and these people, they are my family. And now I'm facing the real possibility of losing them. So I'm asking you. No, I'm telling you. Don't mess with my family. If you do, I will be forced to call the judge's office and tell him that this has been a failed placement.
What does that mean?
It means you're going to have to start your sentence over, someplace else.
Oh, start over? No. I need to go back to New York this summer. I have to.
No, 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 Well, then we'd better find a way to make this work. Every task I've given you has turned into a disaster. I mean, isn't there anything that you enjoy?
I can make a film for you.
A film? About what?
I don't know. About the veterans, this place. So you can remember it.
Come in.
I painted over the wall. I don't think many people saw it.
Thank you, Jill. Thank her, Tori.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jill, wait. You two will go room to room and film the residents. You can interview them about their lives, their experience in the service, or their time here. It mean a lot to me. Do you two have any questions?
When do we start?
Bring your camera tomorrow. I'll let the residents know right away. Last chance. Good luck getting that paint out of your hair.
Congratulations, you're finally picking up a camera.
Hey, what are you doing right now?
We're so happy that Tori's finally making friends.
Oh, we're not friends. He's my stalker. Is he clinically depressed? He never smiles.
Who, Tori? No, that's just his way. He's an artist.
I'm an artist and I smile.
I'm glad you mentioned that, dear. Are you in a play of some sort? That costume?
Oh, no, this isn't a costume. It's my uniform. I wear it when I sing for the troops, and I made it myself.
Well, it's very bright.
Thanks. So Tori tells me you guys lived in New York for 9/11. What was that like?
It was unimaginable.
Why doesn't Tori remember it?
Time to eat.
We were just getting ready to sit down. Jill, please. I hope you like vegan lasagna. Absolutely no animals or animal byproducts in it.
If you don't mind, I'd like to give thanks first.
Okay, go right ahead.
Thanks. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this vegan lasagna and the family that provided it. And I pray that Tori's film honors our veterans. Please bring our troops safe home to their friends and families. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Dear, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but you were praying rather loudly. What film?
It's sort of a documentary.
It's kind of a drama, too. War can be pretty dramatic.
You're doing something about war?
It's about the veterans' home, actually. We're just interviewing some of the people that live there, and
Now, Marty, it could be very powerful. A documentary profiling the horrors of war.
Or the heroes of war.
We feel strongly that there are no real heroes of war. Everyone loses.
Well, no, look, you could focus on the toll war takes. How the senseless violence destroys families and ends the lives of so many young men and women.
Or show the price some are willing to pay.
I don't understand when people say that. What price can you put on a human life? Especially when these wars are manufactured by men with hidden agendas. It's absolutely tragic that these young men and women in the military are nothing but puppets for the greed of corrupt political leaders.
I don't think it's fair to call our troops puppets, Mrs. Hutterman. They know what they're getting into and they still sacrifice everything to defend their country.
My dear, you're very charming. And still very young. You'll see in time and come to your senses.
time is it? Oh, yeah, it's getting late. I really should be getting home to Nana.
I didn't mean to upset you. Please, sit and have your dinner. We promise not to talk politics or war.
No, thanks. It was really lovely of you to invite me.
Would you like to take your dinner home? I could make a plate for your Nana as well.
No, thanks. And besides, Nana prefers lasagna with animals in it. Thanks for inviting me, and no need to see me out, Tori. Bye.
Nice going. Jill's dad was killed in Afghanistan.
You know, I really feel bad for the soldiers in the past, particularly the Vietnam veterans who weren't welcomed home.
I didn't want to talk to anyone. I just wanted to go home. I want to go home. And he came up to me and began to, he said, "Oh, I see you have a Purple Heart. That means you were wounded." And I goes, "Yes." And he started punching me in the chest like that, pushing on the Purple Heart.
A lot of people will say, "Thanks for your service." They have to mean it. I don't want that to become a cliche.
Okay, here's a list of residents who've agreed to go on camera and tell their stories. It's a short one, but I think once word gets around, more people will volunteer to participate. And do not record me. Sorry. This is not about me. It's about this place and the people here.
Sorry.
Okay, I've also put together a list of appropriate questions for you to ask, to keep them simple and direct. Let the veterans tell their stories. Oh, and you may also realize that some people will start sharing and then change their mind. Respect that. Thank them and move on. And remember, stick to this list of residents. Are you certain that Jill's not going to take part in this?
I'm pretty sure.
Why? What did you say?
Nothing.
Nothing, huh? Well, maybe that's the problem. I mean, sometimes you have to say something. Come on, I'll take you upstairs.
No, Annie, wait up.
Hey!
Hey, sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's okay.
I had to make this. Now you have a uniform too. Go ahead, put it on.
Yes, Tori, put it on.
Where should I put my things?
Oh, come on, you can throw them in my office.
Oh, God bless America. Don't you look just Yankee Doodle dandy? Hey, oh, come on, doughboy, come on. I'm just playing around here.
Yeah, well, last time you had fun, you almost got me fired.
You should have been fired for what you painted on that wall.
I didn't do it. You did.
Oh, that's right, I did.
And luckily, Townsend's gonna give me another chance.
Good old Annie, huh? I mean, she's always had a soft spot in her heart for losers.
I'm not a loser. This film's gonna prove it.
That's right, I forgot. You're making a little movie, aren't you? Better be careful. I mean, this isn't some make-believe war film you're doing, you know.
How hard could it be? I'll listen to some old guys tell their war stories. Townsend gets their documentary, and I get my free ticket back to New York.
You're interviewing real people with real stories, and everyone is important.
Really? Nope. I don't see a Joe on this list. Guess not all the stories are that important.
You listen to me. About time you grew up and realized everything isn't about you. You understand me? Do you understand what I'm saying? Huh? Do you? No, come on. I just straightened out this vest. I like this vest. Looks good. Looks good. Well, anyway. Like they say in the biz. Break a leg.
I went up to a little town in upstate New York and met with the guy's family, his mom and dad, and told him what I knew and told him how valiantly their son had died. And the next 40 years, I pretty much tried to forget this. And the ironic part is, I never forgot all the details. But what I did forget was the guy's name. Until I started thinking about this interview, I didn't know. It wouldn't come to me. But in the last few days, it has. And the guy's name was Rick. And I think I owe you a debt of gratitude for helping me get through this. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us, Bob.
Well, I thank you for the opportunity, and I'll even thank the kid there that you drugged with you.
Are we done?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Are you even paying any attention at all?
What do you mean?
I mean, you finally had the chance to make a real movie, and you're acting like you don't even care.
What do you think's up with that guy?
Oh yeah, the artist. He keeps to himself.
Let's go talk to him.
He's not on Annie's list. Hi.
If it isn't Donnie and Marie.
No, it's Jill and Tori.
I'm Mitch. I've heard you sing before, right? Yeah, you're pretty good.
Thanks.
That's a really cool painting. Yeah, you like that?
I used to live there.
Whereabouts?
Tribeca.
Spoiled Manhattan rich kid, huh?
Not really.
Sure you were. I know because I was one. Gramercy Park.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. Why are you two dressed like fireworks?
No, these are our uniforms. We're making a documentary about the residents here.
Would you want to share your story?
No. No, I'm cool. Thanks.
Well, I guess we'll let you get back to painting.
No problem. Keep rocking those vests.
We just pretended that it didn't happen.
So it was a war at home, too.
It definitely was a war within yourself.
Thank you for sharing your story with us. Tori, I'm gonna help Tom back to his room. Try not to fall asleep.
Where he's a young one, isn't he? Yeah, they're the most fragile. Look at him over there, just tuning out the world. He's lost. Confused. He is you.
Hey.
Don't. Just don't ever. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to scare you. No, I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. I just stopped by to say hi. We talked the other day in your room.
Yeah, New York, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't forget that vest.
Kind of goes with the gig.
Yeah, you're making a movie, huh? When do we get to see it?
Well, it's not really going to be shown anywhere. It's just a little something we're doing for Annie.
What's the point in making art if you're not going to share it?
That's really good.
I used to spend my summers down on my Uncle Pat's farm at the end of this river. Some of the best times of my life.
Anyway, I just wanted to come by and ask, are you sure you don't want to talk to us about our...
I'm sure. Yeah.
It's just...
It's just what?
From Gramercy Park to this place, how did you end up here?
You know, I thought of all people here that you would know.
Why don't I remember anything about 9/11?
What are you talking about?
I mean, I have no memory of it. Nothing. You two, you never talk about it. We lived right there.
Why would we talk about it? It was a terrible, terrible morning.
Where's this coming from?
I know exactly where it's coming from. That shiny little friend of his.
This has nothing to do with Jill. I just find it odd that I can't remember anything about it. Anything.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything. Just asking you a question.
No, you're not. You're suggesting that I had something to do with your memory loss.
Come on, Tori, that's unfair.
To who, Dad?
Tori, you know your mother would never do anything like that. She loves you.
I know she does, which is why I think that she would do anything possible to protect me from something terrible.
This is ridiculous. I don't have the power to magically erase someone's memory. Only an individual has the power to do that to himself.
That is almost red.
Yes, almost. But not.
You're such a boy. Oh.
Fine.
There you go.
Am I perfect now?
I wouldn't say that.
Hey! I thought I told you. We wear our reds on game day.
Bruce, just leave him alone.
Stay out of this, Jill.
It's just a stupid color.
Is your girlfriend protecting you now?
Come on, let's just go.
I'm not done with you.
Bruce, stop!
What's everyone looking at? Get out of here!
This isn't over. Not by a long shot. Friday, after school in the gym, you're dead.
This was my dad's.
I can fix it for you. I promise.
After interviews today. Why don't you come home with me and hang out with me and Nana?
I'd like that a lot.
And we can stop at the diner for us to get her a peanut butter donut. You can sweeten her up. Nana, I'm home. Nana?
Just you and your Nana live here?
Yeah, now. Nana, I brought company. Make yourself at home. I'll be right back.
Hey there. How you doing, huh? Oh, you're pretty. You're a good dog. You're sweet, aren't you? Hmm?
Oh, I see you met Nana.
How long have you lived here alone?
I'm not alone. I have Nana.
Without any adults?
I am Boo the little tiger, and I'm still kinda young. My mama says I'm clumsy, but I think it's so fun. I like to hide in bushes and catch a butterfly, and sometimes I trip over, but I don't really mind. Hey yo, ba-ya-dum-bum. Hey yo, ba-ya-dum-bum. Hey yo, ba-ya-dum-bum. I am the tiger.
When I was a baby, so it was just me and my dad here forever. Then when his reserve unit got called up, he asked his sister to come stay with me. And when he died, she got custody. I don't know why she never wanted to be a parent. Then one day she came home and said she was moving out with some guy she met at her work. And she left.
That sucks. And I'm pretty sure that that's illegal.
It's actually a lot better without her around. You're not gonna tell, are you?
I won't.
Good.
I don't get you. Your mom died when you were young. Your dad was killed. And your aunt abandoned you, and now you live alone with a dog. You have every right to be angry. And yet, you're the happiest person I know.
Tell me what I should do. Should I egg a statue? Refuse to say the pledge? Boycott school spirit day? What?
I'm not angry.
I know. You don't care. And that's worse. How can anyone sit there and listen to those stories of our men and women in service and not feel anything?
I like that. Who says our men and women in service other than like a news reporter?
I do.
I should go. Sure you're gonna be okay here?
I'll be fine. And thanks for fixing my boombox.
It's kind of my fault it got broken.
Hey, don't worry about Bruce. He's stupid.
I don't care about Bruce.
You don't care, I know. But deep down, I think you do.
Good night. Nice meeting you, Nana.
You like him, Nana, don't you? Who's a good girl?
Now, I know this has been home to most of you for many years. I know it's been mine.
You just have to dance the status of the home.
Dear memories for me.
Doesn't look good.
So I'm asking you all to say a prayer that we find the funds to keep us open.
We can't let them shut us down, Annie.
Yeah, we'll fight it.
This is our home.
I know. But I've called all the donors I can think of. I've talked to state representatives, newspapers, TV stations. I mean, anything to get awareness for our cause. And quite frankly, I'm running out of ideas.
Sergeant Annie.
Yes, Mitch.
Let's show him. Bring the whole community down here. We'll get Red, White, and Blonde over here to sing. And maybe even show New York's documentary.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, could it even be done in time?
He'll get it done. Won't you, New York?
It'll be done.
Okay then, let's find a screening and invite the public. But in the meantime, everyone, keep praying. Okay? Thank you.
Looks like it's all resting on your shoulders, doughboy.
Hey. Here he is, Mr. Big-Time Hollywood Director. I'm sorry to put you on the spot earlier like that, but I got you your first screening.
Yeah. Thanks for that. You've got some new stuff.
It's been one of those weeks.
They're amazing.
Thanks.
Hey, maybe we could have an exhibit of your work at the screening, too.
I don't think so.
Why not? I remember someone saying, what's the point of making art if you're not going to share it?
Whoever said that was full of it. Now, I get enough of people analyzing everything I do in here. Take that one, for example. Did you know that I drew that because of my inability to walk? And my lack of freedom? And here I thought I just liked birds.
You meet with a lot of doctors?
I have my share. That's what we're here for, right? What are you here for?
It's sort of a community service thing.
I knew it.
I was accused of vandalizing this statue.
And they sent you to wearing sparkly vests. It's tough. At least you got a cute cellmate.
Jill? We're just friends, man. I'm not her type. Around here, if you don't say the pledge, you're considered un-American.
So why don't you say the pledge?
We didn't say it in my old school. And I don't feel I should do it just because some jerk gives me a rough time.
Who's the jerk?
Some kid, just... He's been messing with me ever since I got here. It's no big deal.
The only way to deal with someone like that is to stand firm. Prove yourself.
Not saying the pledge. I'm guessing you think that's disrespectful?
You know, we're given tremendous rights in this country. And like it or not, your right not to say the pledge is one of them. What do I know? I thought that was just a picture of a bird. Hello, Lady Liberty.
Hey, I came to tell you that Mr. Miller's waiting for us.
I should go sit up. Thanks.
No problem. New York brothers gotta stick together, right?
Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Really? Because it looked like you were getting ready to run off.
Didn't think you were gonna show. Not gonna fight you.
Of course not. 'Cause you're too smart to fight. Right? You're too cool to do anything. You just sit back and look down on all of us. Well, I'm gonna make you fight me. Oh, you're so brave. Babe, what if I do this? Huh? What are you gonna do about it? What kind of dude won't fight back to protect himself?
And that doesn't need to prove he's a man.
See, there you go. Running that smart mouth of yours. You just don't know when to shut it. So I'm gonna shut it for you. Once and for all.
Come on, Bruce. Do it. You need to prove that you're a real man. Well, do it. Do it.
Just stay out of my face.
What are you doing?
I was just doing some wheelies around town. Thought you might need some reinforcements, but I saw that you had that handled. Well done.
How did you know?
Smart.
Good, you're not dead.
Should have known.
Hey, don't be mad at her. Little lady was just worried about you.
What time do you need to be back at the home?
Dr. Hoffman's probably freaking out right about now.
Let's get out of here.
1, 2, 3, 4. Another day, another week, it's the same. If you make it, alright, alright, alright. No hesitation, say what you say. Whoa, shake it up, vibrations tonight. Alright, alright. Take a grip and grab a hold of yourself on the pavement. Take a second, learn a lesson you won't soon forget. When you're down, when you're out on your trials and your tribulations, man, just remember, you're not alone with yourself. Put your mind in a healthy state of consciousness that you love.
I had the best time today.
It was all right. Oh, you're so
Stop it! Stop!
So why aren't you two dating?
some pop. Does anyone else want some pop?
No, I'm fine.
Me too.
Come on, Nana.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So how's that movie coming?
It's almost done. I have one more interview left. Yours.
You will not quit, will you?
No.
You don't need me for your film.
You're exactly what this film needs. You're this amazing artist. You're in this wheelchair, and you have this great attitude. You're an inspiration, Mitch, and you don't even know it.
You can really lay it on thick. You're gonna be a great Hollywood director.
Why won't you tell us your story?
You know, I feel like since I got back from over there, all I ever do is talk about it. You know, in groups, one-on-one, by myself. You got that camera?
Are you serious?
Better hurry up before I change my mind.
Hey, Jill!
Where do you want me to look?
Right at Jill.
Good. She's pretty.
Mitch, please state your name, your hometown, and where you served.
Okay. My name is Mitchell Patrick Kern. I'm born and raised in New York City, New York, the only son to Sarah Kern, a gallery curator, and Charles Kern, an investment banker. I served with the United States Army stationed in Baghdad, Iraq.
Mitch, why did you serve your country?
Wow. Why did I serve? Well, what compels anybody to serve? What compels anybody to do anything? Growing up in New York, I was there for 9/11. I was 10 years old, and I was in school. We were getting ready for the day. When the first planes hit, we were all called down to the gym to wait for our parents to come pick us up. And as moms and dads showed up, classmates left, some kids were left behind. I was one of those kids. My father, he worked in the South Tower. He didn't make it out. So it made the attack personal. But, you know, back then it was personal for every American. We were all united in our grief and our love for this country. That feeling started to fade away with time. The media got involved, the politicians got involved, and just a lot of noise got in the way. The thing that should have brought us together divided us. It got to the point where I stopped telling people that I lost my dad in 9/11 just to avoid that anti-war rant, that pitiful shake in their heads. And I kept thinking that if everyone could just remember how they felt on that morning, just for one instant, that we'd be a stronger nation today. But they didn't. They forgot. Well, I didn't. I couldn't. So, it was in that spirit that I decided that I would protect this country. I decided that I wanted to serve. And while all my friends were off taking tours of Harvard and Yale, I went down to 43rd and Broadway and I signed up for a tour of duty.
Your father would have been so proud of you.
I like to think that he would have been. You know, my mom, not so much. Not so much. In fact, her exact words were, if you enlist, don't contact me. I did, and I have it.
What about your legs?
I've tried contacting them. They won't return my calls.
You know what I mean.
This is what happens when your Jeep drives over a landmine. And it rolls on you, and you're trapped there for 14 hours with your best friend dead in the passenger seat from a broken neck.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be. I have absolutely no regrets.
How?
Because I signed up for it. I served alongside a lot of great men and women that signed up for it too. We knew what we were getting ourselves into. We knew what we wanted, how we wanted to do it, and why. And we believed in it. We believe in it. We did it for you. We did it for you. Absolutely no regrets. Is that what you needed?
Yes.
Good. Good. Can I have some more popcorn? Can we go back to being silly, please?
Uh-oh, Sergeant, lock it up. Sergeant Annie? Sorry for going AWOL, sir.
I'm just glad that you're okay. You missed a lot of appointments today.
Those appointments were today? Man, I really need to start writing stuff down, don't I?
Mitch gave us an interview today.
Did he? I don't remember him being on my list.
Yeah, what's helping not put me on the list, Sarge?
I thought it was best.
Well, you don't have to worry anymore. I did freak out on him, so you can tell Dr. Hoffman that I'm cured.
Well, we both know that could have turned out very differently. So, Tori, did you get all the footage that you need?
Yeah.
Good. Then there's no reason for you to come back here. Why don't you and Jill go make your movie, and I'll plan to see you on Community Day. Mitch, you and I have a couple of things to discuss.
Gotcha, Sarge. Just, give me a second, please.
Sure.
Guys, thank you for everything, especially today. It was a good time.
I'll see you at the screening.
You better believe it. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. And remember, no regrets.
Guess I'm done. Guess I'm done.
Tori, are you home?
Are you sure I'm allowed to be here?
It's fine.
Oh. Didn't know we had company.
Jules is helping me edit the film for the Veterans Home.
Hi, Mrs. Hederman.
Hello? Well, I'll leave you two to it. You know I don't approve of the subject matter. I do feel that I was terribly insensitive to you, Jill. And for that, I apologize.
Thank you.
I'll be downstairs.
She has never apologized to anyone before.
Well, she's never met me.
Okay. Let's get back to work.
Well, look who's back, the doughboy.
You miss me?
Did I miss you? Of course I did. No one else to mess around with around here. Did you finish that little film of yours?
Yeah, almost.
Okay, good.
Got the rough draft right here.
Yeah.
So.
People are counting on you, you know that. Whew. Wow. Beautiful, isn't it? Your little buddy loved it. He'd sit right here. Sketch for hours and hours.
What happened to Mitch?
You know, he really, really wanted you to get a doughboy. He really did.
What happened, Joe? What happened to Mitch?
Come on. I think you already know.
Tori,
What's going
come
on?
in, sit down.
What happened to Mitch?
I wanted to call you.
Tell me.
Tori, Mitch passed away. Sweetie, I'm so sorry.
Oh, he...
I planned on telling you and Jill. I mean, he thought the world of you two. But I had so many other people I had to contact. I mean, his mother, his uncle.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Sweet.
How did you find out?
Your buddy Joe.
Joe.
The guy that works for you, the one that you sent to watch over me. That's who told me, not you.
Tori, I don't have any Joe that works for me. I mean, is he a resident?
I don't know. I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Him. This guy has taken every opportunity that he can to make fun of me,
Tori.
to screw me up. The laundry room, you remember that, Annie? That was him. The paint was him. It was all him.
Tori.
He's the one that...
Tori, this is Joey. This is my fiance.
Yeah, Joe, that's him.
Tori, he's dead. We met when he was a resident here, and he died right before we were to be married. Listen, you're obviously confused. I mean, you got some real emotional news here, and...
I talked to him, Annie.
Maybe...
I talked to him! I fought with him!
Maybe you saw the picture before, and somehow you just thought that...
I'm not crazy.
No!
I'm not crazy.
Hey, calm down.
I'm not crazy!
Tori! Tori, come back! Tori!
I tried to call, but your mom said you were busy. I'm so sorry about what happened to Mitch. He was such a great guy, and if you ever want to get together and talk about it...
Yeah, maybe, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for helping with this mailing.
It was really nice of Mitch's family to let us use his artwork at the community day.
Mitch was a very talented young man. Before Mitch went in the hospital, he mentioned that you might be looking for a roommate. And, well, it just so happens that I'm looking for someone to share my house. So I was thinking maybe you and your Nana could move in with me and go keep one another company. What do you say?
I think Nana would like that.
Good. So would Annie.
What is this?
That is Harperella. That is the reason we moved from New York City to here.
Thought I was endangered. What's it doing here?
I finally got my class into the field. Drove 5 hours to find this special patch of Harperella. And when we got there, we discovered someone who mowed it down. I mean, the reason I uprooted my family and someone just casually tossed it aside with total disrespect. I stood there with my students. I didn't know what to do. I mean, man, the trip was ruined, so I picked up a plant and we turned around and came home. I wanted you to have it.
Why?
I don't know what's going on with you, but you seemed so happy a while ago and something changed. So, I just wanted to give you something to remind you that even though life doesn't go as planned, you still have to go on and keep working for what you believe in.
Thanks for coming.
What's up?
Annie wanted me to give you this. It's for the community day at the Veterans Home.
Yeah, I'm not going. I'm gonna be in New York at that time.
New York?
I got accepted into the Summer Film Academy. I'm going up there at the end of the week for a meeting.
Congratulations. You're finally getting out of here.
I should have never come.
then you'd never met me. Or Mitch. Annie's putting Mitch's artwork in the event, and
Can we not talk about Mitch, please?
okay. No. No, we need to talk about Mitch. And everyone else that sacrificed their lives for us. Because if we don't, we're going to forget. And we should never forget.
Then you talk. I'm gonna go.
No, please don't. I'm right here to give you this.
You know, I remembered.
Remembered what?
That day in September, when I found out about Mitch, my mind just opened up.
Tell me what happened.
I didn't go to school that day because I had a doctor's appointment. I was always getting sick as a kid. I was watching TV in my dinosaur pajamas, and I remember my mom was out on this little fire escape thing we had. It was where my dad kept his plants. None of us were ever allowed out there. And I remember this loud hum and this explosion, and then I heard my mom scream. And I ran to see what was wrong, but before I could even get there, she was already inside. She picked me up, and she was running around the apartment with the phone, trying to get a hold of my dad at his college. And she was screaming, oh my God, we're gonna die, we're all gonna die. And she helped me get my shoes and jacket on, and we went outside and just started walking uptown. And I remember looking back at the towers and the smoke and the blue sky. And that's when the first tower came down. And people were running and screaming, and they were covered in ash and powder. That's when my mom picked me up, and she ran 20 blocks to my dad's college. We found him in an auditorium. There were lots of people in there and a TV, and everyone was on their cell phones crying and praying. And then this man stood up. He started saying the pledge. We all said it. And I remember as I reached up to put my hand on my heart, I still had on my pajamas. That's it.
There's your story. Now you know.
I don't know anything anymore. Mitch is dead. I'm talking to ghosts. I don't know what's going on.
It's gonna be okay.
No, it's not. We were friends, Jill. We were all friends, and now he's gone. And why? Because of some war? How is that okay? Tell me, Jill, how?
I don't know.
But I know if I didn't believe that my dad died for something that he believed in, that I'd go crazy. He loved this country so much, and he sacrificed everything for it. Just like Mitch.
He was just a boy. He was just a boy.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to upset you. I just want to give you the payday. Have fun in New York. You'll be missed. You are missed.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to this community day at the Mountain State Veterans Home. While we will be conducting tours of our facility and have entertainment by our resident songstress, Jill Courtney, I'd be dishonest if I didn't tell you that the main reason we're having this event is to ask for your financial support. We need to keep our doors open, our lights on, and our veterans properly served. So we're asking if you can please find it in your heart to give and remember our local veterans. We'd sincerely appreciate it. And now I'd like to introduce to you a very special girl who will sing a selection for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jill Courtney.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies.
Sergeant Annie, right?
Mr. Kern, thank you for coming. And thank you for allowing us to display Mitch's artwork.
Please call me Pat. I really came to see the documentary that my nephew's in.
Oh, I'm sorry. The documentary was never completed.
What a shame. Mitch really wanted it to be shown.
We all did. The young man who filmed the movie, he changed his mind and went back to New York. Excuse me, Pat. I'll be right back. Tori.
Annie, these are my parents, Vic and Marnie.
Pleased to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Hello. We're here to support our son.
Of course. But Jill said that you weren't going to be able to make it. You had an interview?
I decided against it. I guess sometimes you need to make sacrifices for something you believe in. Anyway, here's the film, just in case you still want to show it.
I'll get Al to set it up right away. And I know you're going to hate this, but I'm going to hug you right now.
Okay.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I just got a special surprise. The documentary that so many of you have participated in is ready to be shown. I'd like to bring the young filmmaker to the stage. He made quite a sacrifice to be here today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tory Pederman.
Thank you. Thank you for the sacrifices you all made for me and for all of us. Those of you that can, please rise. Those of you who are unable,
Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I served in the United States Army from 1997 to 2005, and I spent 1 year and 1 day in Iraq.
If I was asked to serve again, I would say, yes, I'll go.
We decided that if we had to spend a lot of time on weekends.
Everyone, this is Pat Kern, Mitchell's uncle from West Virginia.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Pleasure's mine, young man. It's a beautiful piece of work you did up there.
Thank you, thank you.
My nephew gave me this to give to you at the premiere, in case he couldn't make it.
Open it.
It's a check made out to the veterans home.
Mitchell was a very generous young man. He wanted you to have this from his trust fund. I think it'll help.
Oh my gosh. It will. Oh, it certainly will. I don't know what to say.
Mitchell thought a lot about you, Sergeant Annie. Thought a lot about all of you.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. Vic, let's take a seat and watch our son's film.
Much more educated, sophisticated, caring kind of soldier. I'm sure there's a comparison, but the military today are highly trained. They are wearing equipment that nobody ever heard of. If you take a look at the fellows in Afghanistan, for example, you'll see microphones, cameras. They've got equipment in their leggings. It's really a different kind of guy. They're exceptional.
Anyhow, I made a lot of good. Oh, they're all mistakes. They were there.
Thanks for coming.
I was,
Miss an opportunity to wear sparkly vests and hear you sing? Never.
There's a lot of stories. But
What about New York?
It's not
I don't know if I'm gonna go.
today. It's not like
I may want to stick around here this summer.
And do what?
I don't know. Make some films. Stalk a certain singer.
I served alongside a lot of great men and great women that signed up for it as well. We knew what we were getting ourselves into. We knew what we wanted to do and how we wanted to do it and why. We believed in it. We believe in it. So, we did it for you. We did it for you. We did it for you. Absolutely no regrets.
core values. I can't say enough about the core values: integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all you do. And those things still drive me to this day.
There's not a day that goes by that whenever I see another soldier, that I don't thank him for giving me the ultimate blessing in my life.
I think I'm sensitive to the proper use of the flag, basically because of my service and from the incident. You know, like I said, I had a whole different outlook on what we were there for and what this meant and what that flag meant when that thing was draped over our friend.
I would do my service again in a heartbeat. I have said time and time again, when asked the question, I say that it was the worst thing that I've ever been through, but the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I was in Kuwait City at the airport whenever, you know, the Republican Guard surrendered and a ceasefire was called, and the Kuwaiti people came back into a country that they had been run out of, and started to restake their claim, so to speak, take back what was once theirs, and just seeing how happy those people were and knowing that, you know, hey, I was one of the reasons they're allowed to come in and be able to do that. I mean, it's like I've said, it's probably the second best feeling I've ever felt, and the first, of course, being when my son was born.
Heroes are people that actually give everything they have and normally get nothing, don't expect anything. I mean, that's a hero. A hero is a person that can spend some time with a child. A hero is a person that can spend time just talking to another veteran.
But anyway, the ship, when the nurses was boarding, the ship went tilted to one side. All the guys was over there looking, and when the captain got on the intercom and told us to distribute the weight to get back over on the other side to balance the ship.
It's about a pledge to your neighbor across the street. The country is more than the government. It's not the U.S. government. The country is you and I and everybody else here. That's what makes the country up, you know. The government we change we try to change every 4 years or 6 years or whatever. But no, the country is you and I and everybody else out here. So it's not about Washington. It's about the person next door, the neighbor next door.
Living in America is great. That's why everybody wants to come here. I don't see a lot of people trying to escape. It's the flood is the other way around, and it's the reason that we have a great country.